We've heard that concept so many times now. The TV and popular media are pushing this kind of messages to us on a regular basis. A guy with a large penis is a great lover. A woman whose partner has a large penis is lucky because she'll be beyond pleased and satisfied in bed. Big penis means great sex and its owner should be proud. But is all of that actually true? Well, the answer is no, it's not. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today we're discussing whether a larger penis means more pleasure in bed. So, despite all the media hype claiming that bigger is better, our actual experiences in the bedroom paint a very different picture. Women typically experience pain or discomfort with partners who are well endowed. More length than average can lead to painful impact on the cervix, the back wall of the vagina. This means that some of the sexual positions can become very painful for the woman. More girth than average can lead to too much friction and even tearing or bleeding of the vaginal walls. Most sexual injuries are associated with sex with larger penises. Giving oral stimulation to a well-endowed gentleman can lead to discomfort, choking or gagging, which means that many women simply refuse to give oral to their partners. And if you're interested in anal sex, a girthy penis can cause a lot of damage and discomfort. When it comes to the men whose penises are on the larger side, they often learn quite quickly that they didn't necessarily win a lottery when it comes to the size of their wand. They typically need to be very careful and they need to make sure to use a lubricant, which might not always be ideal, particularly if you're hoping for a spontaneous quickie with your partner. And even when using a lubricant, they still might need to stop because of the discomfort that their partner is experiencing. This can cause a lot of frustration, particularly if it's happening regularly. Imagine being horny and desiring to just take your woman and penetrate her with all your might, love, and passion. And you simply cannot do that. You need to be very careful. You need to go slow and be gentle. And thrusting all the way in might be completely out of the question. Average sized or even smaller penises are simply easier to handle and to play with. For a woman, that means that she can just focus on her pleasure and her satisfaction instead of worrying and stressing about the potential pain that is coming. It's a lot easier to give oral to a guy with a smaller penis. And anal sex is simply better. If a woman finds that her partner is a little too small for her, that can be rectified with the right position or by using fingers, dildos and other accessories that can reach all the right places inside of the vagina. And I have addressed the question of the average size on my channel before, but I just want to remind you, the average penis length when erect is 5.2 inches and the girth of the erect penis is 4.6 inches. Huge majority of men fall within a narrow range around that average size. So if you think that you're too small, the chances are that you're actually average in size and perfectly adequate. A big part of any discussion about sexual pleasure and satisfaction is, of course, personal preference. We're all different, we like different things, and our bodies are wired a bit differently when it comes to what works for us. So it's normal that there will be exceptions when it comes to the size preference. But it is important to acknowledge that a well-endowed guy doesn't necessarily have more stamina in bed, and his larger size doesn't indicate that he's any more fertile than somebody with a smaller penis. His large size might be actually contributing to his sense of entitlement or selfishness in bed, because some men mistakenly believe that a big D is all that a woman needs in the bedroom. It's not. So let's recognize this whole bigger is better thing as a myth that it truly is. Larger guys can of course be great lovers and they can satisfy and pleasure their partners and send them to amazing places of orgasmic and sexual bliss. That is absolutely true. But typically it's not their size that is responsible for that, but their sense of care and skill in the bedroom and their ability to make their woman feel safe, relaxed and absolutely cherished and adored. And if you'd like to learn how to pleasure and satisfy your partner in bed regardless of your size, then make sure to watch this video next.